Hello, hello. Good morning, everyone. Yes, we have 104 people in the room. I'm so excited, and I just checked online. The last registration count for this session is 289. I'm not sure how many people will be in this room. I'm more than happy and very, very excited to have many of you in the room. Yes, to keep us to warming up a little bit, I want to invite you to type hi or hello in the chat so that we could greet each other at the same time. Just type hi or hello in the chat. Yes, okay. Yes, hi, Jamin, myself, Yuji, Ang, Ling, Alicia, Melissa. I see some familiar name. Hey, Chabin, welcome back. Okay, very good, very good. Hi, Huibi. Okay, good. And today's learning is about what? About Excel, yes. About how we are able to organize our data. This learning is very, very, very important. A lot of time people, they organize their data in a not so efficient way. They need to do a lot of reworks, a lot of wastage. And sometimes when the boss say, I want to see something else, they need to redo the whole thing again and again. And in their mind, they say, Excel, this is how Excel works. Actually, it's not necessary. Excel is very, very useful, and it allows to help you to make your work a bit faster and easier. And just curious, how many of you have seen me before, either online or in person? If you do, please type number 1. If you have not, please type number 0 or somewhere in between, just key in decimal somewhere in between. Okay, okay. Well, I see many of you have seen me before, and quite a number of you have not. Oh, that's interesting, 0.0. Okay, you're all making me so excited. I keep on coughing. Hey, okay, some of you have not seen me before. I want to have a quick introduction about myself so that you can know who am I and how am I able to help you to improve your Excel skill so that you could do your work a little bit faster and get promoted a little bit faster as well. So this is me. Okay, this is me. There are a few numbers on the screen. The number is shows different number of years. Where am I and what other thing has happened? In the year 1998, that was my first job as a programmer. I was a bit shy. I prefer to sit behind the computer if possible. I don't want to speak to a human. I enjoy talking to computer. So this is how I developed the skill and experience. We're able to automate our work, manual work in Excel. Yeah, just normal Excel. And in the year 2007, I started my role as an SAP ERP consultant. That experience taught me sometimes our organization has a lot of reports and a lot of data all over the places. Most of the time, people download the data and do the numbers crunchy inside Excel. So this is this experience taught me there are ways we are able to use Excel a little bit differently so that we could get our same thing done easier and much more effortlessly. Later, we will learn one of the techniques later. In the 2011, I started my role as in the project management. That experience taught me our management or our bosses, they make very important decisions just by looking at the reports. If the report is not accurate, that's it lah. So therefore, it's very important to make sure the report is fast and accurate. And a lot of time people use Excel to do the reporting. And in between, whenever possible, I will share 1 or 2 tips how you are able to make your report a little bit easier for you to prepare and also easier for your management to read. In the year 2013, there was a chance I was retrenched. A lot of time people think retrenchment is a bad thing. Yeah, it was a bad thing for me at the very beginning. That is also my turning point. I started my career as a professional trainer. Back then, I do not focus on Excel. And after a while, people give me the response and people, somehow they learn something differently from my session. So that moment onward, I choose to focusing on Excel. And in year 2023, I published a first book called Rock Your Data. So this book is here. Okay, so it's also here. Later on, I will show you how you're able to win a copy of this book. Yeah, just curious, how many of you want a copy of this book? I will post it to you. If you want, type 1, WANT, if you want to have this one. Just curious. Yes, okay, good, good. Later I will show you how you are able to win this. And in year 2014, last year, I published another book called Excel for HR. That one, I'm very fortunate to co-author with one very experienced HR leader. And he is so humble. And yeah, this is the book. And his name is Darren Lowe. If you go online and LinkedIn, you are able to find him. And he has 20,000 followers. Very awesome people and very humble guy. And this year, I'm preparing the third book. Is called Data-Driven Sales Leadership. This is also called a co-author with another sales professional. So these are the books I have. Yes, okay. This one skip for now. Okay, now we want to make sure we have a best time for learning. Where am I? Yeah? Okay. Why the thing is not moving? Okay, let's see. When we are talking about so-called the good data, what's the perception of the good data for you? Please type in the chat when people say about good data, quality data, what does that mean to you? Yeah, please type in the chat. No right, no wrong. No right, no wrong. Do not use AI. No standard answer one. No standard answer. Concise and able to tell story from data. Thank you, Jaslyn. Easy to read, easy to see, and able to understand. Thank you, Chabin. Okay, well organized. Analysis can give some insights, clear and simple, accuracy, can give boss to make decisions, proper format, data visualization, or trend, accurate and clear. Well, there's a lot of things. Hey. Okay, good. I'm talking about data, not the report yet, not the report, about the data. Yes, some of you has said dashboard is a report. That's the end result of the data. So different people has a different term or different understanding. The technical term about so-called the clean data or so good data is called structured data. It's structured data. What does it mean? It's not easy to understand. So therefore, I want to bring you all to go through a learning, and then later on, you will have better understand what does that mean. Yep. So here, guess what is this? Guess means you have no idea about what is this, and you pretend you know and answer it. What is this? Guess. Empty, messy data. Okay, what is this? Black hole, black. Now, okay, Isa, I think you have database knowledge now. Moon surface, ha. Okay, Chavin. Cloud, color, yes. What we can see on the screen is very limited information. We could see it's a very rough surface. That's it. Not much things we could see. And if I want to know more, I need to switch on the light so that I could see the surface like this. Yeah, this is a moon rock, not moon surface, moon rock. Yeah, almost there. So you can see it's very interesting perspective from the outline, the silhouette, and when you have more details, we can understand this a bit differently. If I want to understand this even more, this is the time I need to switch off the light and take a sample and place it under microscope to take this colorful photo. Cannot believe it, right? It's from the rock. Yes, it's from the rock. It's silica because with the reflection, it becomes something like this one. Very interesting. So this is also telling us we can observe our data in the 3 different levels. The first level is silhouette. quick and fast on the overall. Second level, we start inspecting on the surface. We want to make sure something we want to observe. And I want to know even more. That is the time I need to deep dive, go to the microscopic level. So these are 3 levels. So now I want to introduce this framework to all of you here. Is called R.O.C.K, R-O-C-K. So all these things is using the 3 levels, and the last one, K, it shows how we're able to make the thing easier to manage in the future. Let's go through one by one. And whatever thing I'm sharing now is the beginning. If for those of you who are attending the afternoon session, it will be extension from here. It will be extension from here. The R stands for rectangle. We want to check quickly on the outline, the outer layer. We want to make sure it has no blank rows, no blank columns. Okay. I noticed someone is talking. Perhaps you want to. Hey. Okay, good. Okay, so no blank rows, no blank columns, and the data grows vertically and it doesn't have any merging. Second one is O. O stands for only one. We want to check on the surface of our spreadsheet. One cell, one data, one record, one row, and on the top, it only has one header. C, we want to be careful because our data may have traps like extra space, decimal, date, with, or without the time. Last one, to make the data reusable, we want to keep raw data raw. There are 3 main things we do not want to do with our data. The first one, we do not want to change the data directly. Second one, we do not want to add new column in between the data we get from somewhere else. And lastly, also very common, people use it. We do not want to use any color at all with our data to indicate special meaning. So let's go through some example. At least you know what it has. Okay. First one, rectangle. In your work, have you seen something like this? People add blank rows, blank columns, just to indicate different month, different period, different product, maybe different stuff, and so on. Have you seen this before? Yes or no? Let me know in the chat. Have you seen this before? Yes, thank you, thank you. Yes. Oh, yes. Okay. It's very, very common. Whenever we have blanks, it's very okay if we are handling the data ourselves manually. When we are using Excel to interpret the data, Excel will perceive the data has broken away. It's a 2 different isolated data. So this is how Excel interprets. So blanks may cause a lot of hiccups in Excel later on. We do not want to have blanks. We remove all the blanks. We want to make sure our data is one continuous block. And some people will start having questions. If I do this regularly, is there any ways to make this one repeatable rather than having me to manually remove one by one before I use it for analysis? If you ask that question, very good. This afternoon, I'm going to share how you're able to do this one effortlessly. Very easy. Let's continue. The next one is vertical table. Sometimes the report we receive from our system, it appears something like a summary table. Or some people will further analyze based on a pivot table. So whenever it has a new period of the month, it will add towards the right side. When it have more text data, it will add towards the bottom. So this kind of table, it will expand to all directions. So it will not have consistent column and rows. So this kind of data is not easy to analyze. It's a good format for report and summary. It's not good for analysis. So how to go about this one? We want to make sure everything goes vertically like this. Alpha, everything goes vertically. The number goes vertically. Same goes with the date. Everything goes vertically. That means in the future, whenever it has new data, it will be added at the bottom. The one on the right side is the way we want to have. If you are encountering or you're working with this kind of data regularly, it will be very useful for you. Okay, so let's go to next one. Next one is rectangle and not merge. In your work, have you seen merge cell like this before? Yes or no? Let me know in the chat. Have you seen this before? Yes. Okay, good, good. It's very, very common, very, very common. The one on the right side and on the left side is very easy, and it makes the report much more presentable by having a redundant data to merge together. It's a good summary report, but it's horrible if you want to analyze this one. I know 10, 20, 30, they belongs to alpha. If I filter inside Excel for the merge cell, the alpha, I only can see number 10. 20, 30, they are blank. This is the behavior of merge cell in Excel. So what to go? What to do? To want to merge lah, so that we could do the analysis later on. So this is about rectangle. So let's go to next one. After we have R, what's the next letter? See how many of you still remember. What is the next letter after R? Yeah, please type in the chat. Yes, thank you. Thank you, Mickey. Thank you, Payfern. Payfern. Okay, Yingxing, Chloe. Okay, good. Thank you, City. O. O means only one. One cell, one data, one record, one row, and one header. And sometimes the data we have, it looks something like this. People use comma to indicate multiple similar data. Sometimes people use dash to indicate multiple range or range. So how to go about this one? We want to make sure everything goes in this way. Alpha, only one cell, one data. The number, one cell, one data. The date also one cell, one data. Same goes for the Bravo, the number, and the date. So this one, and if you are handling this kind of data, in Excel, there's a way for us to easily convert the one on the left towards the one on the right. And meanwhile, the one on the left, one row has multiple records in it. Yes, Alpha, Bravo has multiple numbers. So meanwhile, on the right side, one row only has one clear record. So it makes the one on the right side easier to analyze later on. And meanwhile, the header only has one header. Whenever it's more than one header, it will be very, very messy. Okay. Okay, good. Let me see. I need to do some adjustment, yeah. Okay, let's do this. Okay, after I done this one, okay, after we have R-O, what's the third part? What's the third part? C. Thank you, Val. Thank you, Vinny, Nu, Liling, Jessie, Jesslyn. Thank you. Good. Okay, C is called careful. Sometimes our data may play a trick on us. Visually, could you tell any differences between these two phrases? Could you tell any differences between them? Yes or no? Using your eyes to do checking. Yes, thank you. Shuhaida, thank you. Bala, Lai, okay, Hafiz. No, some say yes. Okay, say yes. Which one has a difference? I'm just curious when you say yes. Which one's the difference? I'm waiting for the answer. I'm talking about the box lah, not the number. Hello. Okay, I think you are thinking outside of the box. That's good thing, good thing. Okay, within the box, visually, we could not see the difference between them because there's a space at the end. Some people, they have a habit to type a space, whatever they are typing inside Excel. They will end with a space, no matter what they type. So this kind of habit will have extra space at the end. It will make the whole thing very, very different. And sometimes Excel will just take them as a different set of data. Need to be careful about this one. Very, very common. The next one is because of the formatting, it doesn't show a decimal. Excel, by default, takes the decimal into calculation and also in their sorting as well. So need to be careful about this kind. And the last one is about date and time. Also, because of the formatting, it will show things a bit differently. Date and time is a very interesting topic by itself. For example, sometimes our data will be day, month, year, and the computer is Monday, year, and sometimes year, Monday. This kind of weird format. Oh, very difficult to handle, very tricky. And sometimes it works, sometimes it just doesn't work. And yeah, this is very tricky. If you want to know about this one, let me know. If let's say we have more time at the end, I'll be more than happy to address some of your questions. Okay, Ken. So this R.O.C. What's the last letter? What's the last letter? We have 4 letters, right? R.O.C. What's the last one? K. Yes, good. K. Thank you for your participation. K. Keep raw data raw. The very first thing we do not want to do on our data is directly change it, especially the one we export from our system, I get from our colleague. Even though it appears a bit simpler, it's not a good way to do it. For example, I have the data, the one on the left side, I download from a system, and I need to multiply by 10, so that means add a 0 at the back. Inside my head, I've been thinking, it's only 3 records, easy lah. Why need to complicate the stuff, right? Just add a 0 lor. This kind of work is perfectly normal if I'm the one doing the work until my retirement. And guess what? Most of the time, I will not have a chance to do that until retirement, even though I love to do that work. Maybe one fine day, I get promoted. Maybe one fine day, my boss asks me to do another project. So I need to hand over my work to another colleague. Whenever something I do it very often, I tend to take it for granted. And when I hand over, I do not explain well, and my colleague doesn't able to get the result. So during the explanation, usually this will happen. I will add the column next to the original one to explain how it works. And then my colleague just take the file as it is without much of the awareness. This is not the right way of doing things. And my colleague maybe just copy the data and replace it over. And guess what? The formula get overwritten. This is why a lot of time people, they redo their report over and over again because the formula is between the data they have. So how to go about this one? Just move the column with all the formulas towards the very end. So next time, when you copy the data and you paste it to your report file, and the whole thing works perfectly. Later on, our learning will be showing a method. When you add new data at the bottom, the formula will automatically expand downwards. So that means you don't need to copy and paste the formula downwards again. Very easy. So this is, you could do it on your own. And okay, after a while, some people will be telling me, Tai, Excel very boring. The color is only black and white. So that is the time they start using colors like this. They use green color to indicate something they have done. They use gray, something they have canceled. I'm just curious, how many of you have seen this before? Yes or no? You have seen this, not necessarily you are the one doing this one. You have seen this before. Yeah, a lot of yeses, a lot of yeses. Yes, it's very common, very common. But this one, do you know different people understand the color differently? Take me as an example. Typical guy like me, I only define the color for dark green. The other side is called light green. Between light And dark, what will be the color? Yes, you are right. It's green. It's something like this. Some people, they have a different figure names for green. It will be something like A to Z. And you may notice some missing names here as well. Wow, so many greens. Yes, this is right. If these two people talking to each other, I believe they have good fight about it. What is the green you're talking about? Yeah, this is how people understand the green color. How about computer? Let's see the computer. If the computer interpret the pure green towards computer from the lightest to the darkest, it has more than 26, more than 100. What? Slightly higher than 200 is about 254 shades. If I use just pure green with the different shades, and I want to ask computer to summarize those green color, technically it's possible, practically it's not viable. Because with a different slight tone, which is not so visible to human eyes, towards computer, there are two different colors. So therefore, it's very, very difficult to handle. So I don't want to use this color, but I want to use color for tracking. How to go about this one? Ding, 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 ding. This is the moment we add a status at the end or some indicator. We could ask Excel, hey, Excel, when you see the status equals to done, change the whole row to green. When you see the status equal to cancelled, change the whole row to gray. So this is doable inside Excel, and this is something much more preferred because later on, we could ask Excel to summarize the total based on the wording, DONE, rather than based on the color. So this is something viable. So this is, okay, very, very interesting. And if you have time, right, maybe I could share one or two tips about this one. So now let's recap. Let's recap. R.O.C.K. R stands for what? Please type in the chat. R stands for rectangle. Yes, good job, good job, good job. Rectangle. We want to see on the solid level, the outer layer. We want to check our spreadsheet for any blank rows, blank columns. Is the data grows vertically or horizontally? Is there any merged cells? O. O stands for, please type in the chat. Only one. Yes, very good, very good. Only one. We want to check on the surface of our spreadsheet to make sure one cell, one data, one record, one row, and on the top, it only has one header. C stands for careful. Yes, very good. Careful, because our data may have play a trick on us, like extra spaces, decimal, date, with or without the time. Last one, K. Yes, thank you. Keep raw data raw. We do not want to change our data directly, and there's a new column in between our data, and there's no color coding at all whatsoever. So after I shared this one couple of years, I realized this is not enough. So last 2 years, I published a book called Rock Your Data, which I'm going to give away later on. Towards the end, I will share with you how you're able to win yourself a copy of this. And this book is show the root causes of many, many struggles in Excel and what kind of common mistakes you might be facing. And because it uses generalized principles, it shows us the end result, what is expected. It doesn't show us how. It just shows at the end. Whenever you know the generalized principles, you could use many, many options. In Excel, we have something called Power Query, which we will cover a little bit this afternoon. We could use formulas. We could use macro or VBA. We could use Python and many, many other options. So it doesn't show us how, it just shows us what. Whenever you know a different method at least you know what everything you're doing, that is the direction you're heading. It makes you very, very powerful and very, very versatile with the different tools. So there's a specialized course called Rock Your Data with Power Query. And this book is available in MPH, Popular, Kino, and Kinokuniya. Yeah, so this is a book. And later on, whenever I'm sharing, I will show you this is the method we are talking about. This is the reason why we are doing all these things. So R.O.C.K is very simple framework for us to quickly check our data without that dealing with so much of technical details. So now we are going towards Excel. Yes, goes towards Excel. Okay, let me stop for a while. So just want to double check. Have you gotten the file from the Zoom, from the chat? If you have gotten the file, please type yes. If you haven't, please type no. Because we are going to, it's very hands-on learning. I want to make sure you are able to learn and immediately apply it to your work. So I'm sending the file towards the Zoom chat again. I'm sending the file towards the Zoom chat. If you're in the WhatsApp group, go to the WhatsApp group description, then all the links are inside there. Okay, let me send it again. Yeah, send it again. For those of you who are online here, you could download the file and use it and follow along. And meanwhile, for the just now the explanation, the R.O.C.K, everything is available inside the PDF file. Let me send it towards the chat as well, so that just in case you're not getting it yet. Okay, good. Yes, okay. So now let's open the file called Organizing Data with Excel Table. Organizing data with Excel table. Okay, so let's go back to our file. If you have opened the file, please type number 1. Type number 1 once you have opened the file. And in order to help us to move a little bit, we are able to maximize our 3 hours together. In between, I will invite you to type certain numbers or certain sequence so that I will know how you are going about it. If you want me to repeat certain section, please let me know in the chat. Yeah, please let me know in the chat. If you want to have all of us listen to your very gorgeous voice, that'll be good for you to unmute and ask your question as well. Okay, good. So we have more people have get ready. Okay, good. Good. Let's wait off a while. While waiting, I'm just curious, what is your Excel version? What is your Excel version? How would you check your Excel version? You go to File, and there's something called Account. Click on the Account. It will show you what is your version. Yep, 365, 2024, 2016. 2021, 365, very good. For those of you who are using 365, there is a lot more power in it. For those of you who are using 2021 or 2016, if you are dealing with a lot of data, and today, if you have the time, I strongly encourage to attend the afternoon session. It's from 2 to 5. So also 3 hours. It will show you how you're able to handle multiple data very, very easily. Yep, 2025. Okay, good. Got it. So now we go back here. When we are working with the data, here's bear in mind R.O.C.K. Let's apply the things we have learned over here together. We want to apply R.O.C.K. particularly on the first three letter. Okay, let's do a check. Let's check with the R. In our data here, does it have any blank rows, blank columns? Double check. Yes. Blank row, blank column. Very good. How about does the data grows vertically? Yes, it does. Is the data has any merging? Nope. Very good. So this is okay. This is rectangle. How about only one? Yeah, one cell, one data, one record, one row, and one header. Lastly, careful, because whenever we are working with the data, just do a random check. Does it have any extra spaces, date time, different format, different decimal? Just do a random check. Just do random check. Something like this. So I could just go over here, double click, no extra space, double click, no date time, double click, no decimal. Okay. So this is okay, except it has blank rows and column. So now I need some support. How could I remove the blank rows, a blank column here? Please teach me how could I remove this one. Whenever you teach me, I will reciprocate with something extra. How could I delete this one? Highlight, right click, and delete. Okay, thank you, Chabin. Right click, delete. Thank you, Dimple. Thank you, Witiam. Okay, delete at the column, delete. Okay, all using mouse saja. Any other methods? Right click, delete column or delete. Okay, we go to home another way. Go to home, delete. This one also can. Okay. Beside this, any other methods? Control minus. Wow, we have the keyboard heroes here. Control minus. Yes. Thank you. Bayfen. Thank you. Yingxing. Shijian. Okay. Control minus. After you select a column or rows that you want to remove, you could use a keyboard shortcut, Control minus. Control minus allows you to delete the row or the column you have selected. Control minus. It works for both Windows as well as Mac. Control minus. Okay, beside control minus, any other different methods? Any different methods? Ada. Right click, delete all. Home, delete all. Control minus. Beside that, anything else? Delete entire column. The column I have highlighted. Without highlight. Oh, you're asking me question or you're telling me? We highlight. After highlight, how to delete? Good question, Shuhaida. If we hide the column, as long as blank, it will influence the behavior as well. So even though hidden, Excel will still know it has blank. So hidden doesn't help, huh? Okay, got it. Chabin asked another question. Okay. Another way, if I want to use mouse, is one way, right click, delete. Or I could, after select, I go to home, delete. Or I could just select the whole thing and press Control minus. Another way, not many people aware, which is very, very useful. After we right click, do you see there is one letter we underline for the delete? What is that letter? Yeah, please type in the chat. What's that letter that has underlined for delete? D, yes. Whenever we right click, it's not necessary to press alternate key. After right click, you press D. So that means the shortcut key will be something like this one. The method, right click at column D, and then you press on your keyboard D. D. Uppercase, lowercase, doesn't matter. So that also means in the future, whenever you right click, you want to choose a particular item, pause for a while and observe what is the letter that has underlined. Those letters will underline, you could press on your keyboard and it will get the thing done slightly faster. When this small thing combines together, your work will only getting faster and faster without realizing it. So these things I like to use a lot. Yeah, it works. And the best thing is, once you learn this one, right? Even though in Excel, you could use the same technique in almost all Windows application. Example, Word, PowerPoint, what else? Example, in browser also have something similar as well. Whenever you right click, just pause for a while, look at those letters were underlined. Yeah, it works. Doesn't matter, big, small d, it doesn't matter. As long as you press D on your keyboard, it works. Okay, nice, huh? Hey, okay, let me repeat. I'm using the D, I want to delete. I use my mouse, right click on the D, column D, and I want to click delete. Rather than using the mouse to click on delete, there is one letter or one alphabet we underline. There's D. So I press D on my keyboard and ta-da! Let me undo again. So by using mouse and keyboard, I will be able to get the same thing done slightly faster like this. Right click D. Ta-da! Same goes here. Row number 7, right click D. Done. That's right. If you are able to follow up to this one, please type number 2. Yes, it's very nice tips. Very, very nice tips. I was programmer. And last time I played computer games as well. So I want to optimize the movement, mouse and keyboard. So this is how it shapes how I use computer a bit differently. Gamer way of using Excel. Okay, good. Okay, let's undo. Just now, Chabin asked a very good question. How could I select the column with the keyboard? Not mouse, Okay, how many of you wants to learn this one? How many of you want to learn how could I select the column or the row using keyboard only? Wow, okay, good. Okay, everyone needs to thank you to Chabina because she asked a question and all of you supported her request and we are able to learn together. Okay, good. So let's go over here. You will see something's moving, right? Something moving. This is called active cell. Whatever thing is moving here, this is called active cell. Make sure your active cell is on the row or the column that you want to select. To select the column, the keyboard shortcut is Control Space. To select the row is Shift Space. Control Space is to select the column. Shift Space is to select the row. And some of your computer, when you press Control Space, nothing happens. That's because on your computer, you have multiple language input. For example, you have English and Mandarin. When you press Control Space, by default, it will trigger the language changes. So if that thing happens, you just need to set on your keyboard and make sure it doesn't use space, Control Space for the changing of language. Okay, so some people will be asking, hey, Tai, how could I remember either when I need to use Control Space or when I need to use Shift Space? Control, look at your keyboard. Control generally is narrower. Okay, the width is smaller, so it's vertical. So I associate with vertical. And Shift on the keyboard generally is broader. So I associate with horizontal, sideways. Control key, vertical. Shift key, horizontal. Okay, so this is how you're able to see this one. Thank you, Chapin, for typing the notes. Okay, So if you're able to follow up to this one, please type number 3. Okay, good job. So now, use whatever method you prefer to remove the blank rows and column first. Make sure you remove all the blank rows and column. Not hiding. Hiding doesn't work. Need to remove. Okay. After that, just to make sure you select one of the cell. Don't need to select. We don't need to select. We just select one of the cells. And then we use this method. We go to insert. And the third button from the left is something called table. When I use my mouse to point on the table, it shows the shortcut key inside the bracket, which means we could use Control T to trigger this command. So that also means whenever you're using Excel, when you use your mouse to point, just pause for a while, observe, does it have any shortcut key? If it does, you could use the shortcut key, Control T. So you could use the mouse or keyboard, whichever you prefer. Click once. And you'll notice, even though we only select one cell, it will automatically expand until the end. It will expand until it hits blanks. You can see, whenever it hits blanks, it will just stop. If next time, when you press Control T and the selection stop halfway, something like this one, if it stop halfway, that means there are some blanks here. If it stop halfway, okay, later we have one project for us to experiment. After this, and you will notice as something appears, it's called create table. The first one, the one bottom, it says my table has headers. Headers means the very first row. It describes what's the data underneath. If your data has header, tick that one. Usually our data has headers. And the last one is OK button. Do you notice slightly difference, the OK button and the cancel button, slightly different? Beside the spelling, what is the difference between the OK and cancel? What's the difference? The highlights. Yes, thank you, Chabin. The highlight. You see the color a bit different right outside? Mine is a bit blue color. Your may be a bit different because of your window setting. The blue color, thank you, Raja. Thank you, Siti. Whenever you see this button, we do not need to use the mouse to click. Because inside Windows, whenever we see this button, this is called default button. Yes, thank you. Thank you, Chabin. It's a default button. So what key can I press, Chabin, for the default button? Enter. Yes, thank you, Chabin. Oh, thank you. All right, a lot of you know. Okay, thank you, Eileen, Penny, Payphone, Chikin. Okay, thank you. Yes, we could use Enter key for the default button. So by knowing this small trick, you are able to use a similar technique for almost all applications inside Windows. Almost all. Yes, thank you. So let's go over here. Now I want to click OK without mouse. So that means I'll be using Enter. Yes, it works. If I'm able to follow up to this one, please type number 4. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, repeat again. I can. Let me undo. I go to insert. Make sure I click one of the cell. Insert. Table. Click. The whole thing selected. And my table has headers. That's the first row. That's okay. And you notice you automatically select the whole thing, because there are no blanks in between them. Click OK. Yeah. Hopefully this one able to help you. Okay, for those of you ask me to repeat, so it should be okay, right? And now the row is automatic color, white and blue. It's automatic default. If you want to change the color, you can change it inside here. Yep. Good. Got it. Later on, I will explain there's different colors we could use, yeah. Okay, so after we created an Excel table, a lot of time people, they just stop this at this moment. So my recommendation is to go extra step. It will make you stand out from the rest. A lot of people, they just create this one, they will just stop. Later on, I will explain why. So now we go one step higher. Immediately after you created an Excel table, change the table name. Change the table name. Because if you do not change the table name, most likely we will forget. Most likely. And the table name is not easy. It's not easy to remember by default. Example, if the table name by default, you go table 1, table 2, table 3, after a while, you will be confusing yourself. What is table 2? Don't know. Need to check. Every little checking, it takes time. Whenever it takes time, it's slower and it makes your performance lower. Yeah, it's not a good thing. Okay. Any meaning? Later I will explain what's the meaning for this color. So immediately we want to change the name. My recommendation, we start the table name with the word table. Example. So this is about employee. So table employee. Maybe this is about member. Table member. Maybe this is about region. Table region. Whatever thing I'm using, you'll notice it starts with the wording table. Later on, I will explain why. Later on, I'll explain why. Now, just continue. We want to change the name here to table sales staff. Uppercase, lowercase is okay. No space, yeah. Table sales staff. Table sales staff. Yep, the video will be shared later on. Yeah, the video will be shared. Why the table has two colors every time we make a table. Okay, whenever we create an Excel table, by default, this is the setting. It helps us to see or to read the data a little bit easier. Alternate row. So yes, alternate row. Okay, how to change the table name without using mouse? Wow, that's a good question, Eileen. Okay, I will show you after this how to do table name. After you created an Excel table, you must create an Excel table first. Make sure your cursor or the active cells is inside. And then you go up, there's something called table design. Then go to the table name. Okay, must be this way. Okay, but voila, hopefully it's able to address your question. Okay, Eileen, thank you for Eileen asking the question. Currently, I'm using my mouse to point on the table design and go to table name. Eileen say, I want to go higher level. That's how I interpret. Okay, how could I achieve the same thing without mouse? I'm just curious, how many of you want to learn this one? Just curious, how many of you want to rename this one without using mouse? How? Yeah, okay, good. So let me show you how to do this. So let's work on this one together. Make sure you click inside here, not data entry anything, just click inside. On your keyboard, you press alternate key one time and let go. Press Alt one time, let go. And you will notice a lot of alphabets appears on the top. And on the table design, there are two alphabets, JT. Type one by one, JT. After you type JT, and on the leftmost table name, it has one alphabet, A. Then this is how we could use the keyboard shortcut to go to the table name. Once you are inside the table name, you can type whatever names you want. After that, you press enter. If you're able to follow up to this one, please type number 6. Yes, nice, huh? Thank you, Eileen. Everyone, please say thank you to Eileen. because she asked this question, we all of us learn together. Thank you, Eileen, for asking this question. Okay. Yeah. Yes, good. Explain again. Explain JTA. Can. I will back to defer IV. Okay. Now we are slow motion. Now let me show you. Let me show you. I press alternate one time. You will see a lot of alphabets appears on top, right? When you press alternate, do not holding down on your keyboard. Press, let go. Press and let go only one time. You will see a lot of alphabets appears on the top. Table design has the two letter JT. Just on your keyboard, press one by one, J, and followed by T. After that, on the left side, table design, yes, one with the alphabet A. You press A on your keyboard and your cursor is already inside. You could change the name whatever you want. No space in between them. After you have done, you press enter. That's it. Just not familiar. Okay. Some prefer, okay, some will say mouse is faster. I will back to defer. What does that mean? So let me undo. Let me undo. I do it one time just using pure keyboard. Now my table is no longer a table. I don't have any name over here. So just to demonstrate what is possible. Just now when we are learning, when you press alternate key, we may go slower. Once you know what key to press, you don't need to wait to have a screen to show it on the screen. Don't need to wait anything to show on the screen. You can just press up. For example, now I will do it at the medium speed. Control T, enter, alternate JTA, and table sales staff. Wrong key. JTA, all caps wrong. Sales staff, enter. Done. I'm not moving anything. I complete the whole thing about 5 seconds. Yeah. That's small things. It looks trivial. It looks insignificant. But we are doing this many times. When we combine the whole thing together, there's a lot of time. So that's one word in Bahasa. Sikit, lama, jari. Bukit, yes, you're right, yes. So this is a small improvement we want to make. Sometimes it's just insignificant. Okay, good. Okay, so now we have done this part. And let's see. There's one data. It's an error. Usually, we don't remove data directly, but this is a garbage data. I need to remove lah. Okay lah. Okay, I did it in this way. Can lah? Can or cannot? Cannot, man? No. Huh? Why? What's wrong? If I get the total for salary, confirm correct one, huh? Yeah lah. Close one eye lah. Never mind lah. Blank, never mind one. It's okay. Can lah? Never mind lah. Close two eyes lah. No IC lah. Can lah? Cannot lah. Cannot. Okay, good. Yeah, whenever it has blank, even though it has no impact on the calculation at this moment, later on when we are doing some analysis, it may cause some hiccups. For example, in the pivot table, when I want to use this kind of data, I will see this row will show that something called blank appears. Very annoying blank. It just shows in the data. Don't know where the thing is blank coming from. This blank lah. Whenever it's on blank rows, this will show blank whenever we analyze our data. Very annoying. Very annoying. Yes, thank you. Thank you, Hafiz. So let's remove this one. I could use the keyboard or mouse, whichever method you prefer. I could use keyboard and mouse. Let's remove the garbage data. Okay. If I'm able to follow up to just now, please type number 7. Okay, let me repeat. Undo. Just now I have a data that is row number 7. Is some garbage data. Usually we do not change our data directly. But this one is unavoidable. It's a garbage data. I just want to get rid of this one. So I could use the method we learned how to delete the rows. Either I could select row 7, right click, delete, or I could select one of the cells over here using keyboard shortcut, Control minus. Either way, okay, got it. Very good. Yes, good. So now we have done up to this one. And I want to do some calculation. Presume this group of the salesperson, they are super top world-class salesperson. Now it's the month of April, and they have complete this year's sales target. Wow, amazing. So that means whatever sales they are going to get after this is an extra sales target. That means company going to earn more. Presume you are the bosses. You are the bosses of the company. You have this group of the salesperson. They use 4 months to hit 12 months target. Whatever things they continue with the same pace, right? They use the same year, they can hit 4 years target or 3 years target. That's a lot. If you want to give an incentive, start with the alphabet B. What would that be? Incentive with the start with alphabet B. What is that thing? Yes, thank you. That's bonus. Yes. Okay. So how many months of bonus you want to give them? You want to recognize them. Recognize them is not mean they could retire earlier. Okay. You want to recognize properly so that they are motivated, they feel appreciated, and they want to do more. How many months of bonus you want to give them? Okay, we have 6 months, half a month. Hey, half a month? Hey, they use 4 months to hit 12 months target. Half a month? Okay, that's my reaction. If I'm the salesperson. Okay. 12 months, 2 months, 24 months, 3 months. Okay. No right, no wrong. I'm just drama. Okay. Any other suggestion? We have the 6 months, lower, we have 1 month, 3 months. Okay, let's start with 3 months. And then later on, we will adjust it to make it 24 months. Okay, later on we will adjust. So I'm going to create a formula to calculate bonus. Should I add the formula in the middle of the table or towards the end? Where should I add the formula? Towards the middle or towards the end? Towards the end. Very good. So let's go to E1. Just type the wording bonus. Uppercase, lowercase, doesn't matter. Type the wording bonus. Uppercase, lowercase, doesn't matter. Okay. After you type the wording bonus, when you press enter, you'll notice the blue color automatic extend. So that means our table, just now we have a name called table sales staff. It just added a new column. Using the same name, but now it has new column. If you're able to follow up to this one, please type number 8. Okay, good. So now we are here. Why sometimes doesn't work? Whenever sometimes doesn't work, it could be blank. First reason. Why sometimes the thing doesn't automatically extend. Whenever it's blank, there's some blank in between. Or sometimes the blank also including hidden and blank. Also including the hidden and blank. As another reason why it doesn't work, the second reason, this is not a table. It's not an Excel table, it's just color. Okay. Second cause. Third possible reason is Excel setting. That's what Excel setting called autocorrect, whether we want to automatically expand by itself. Okay, so there's one reasons. Okay, sometimes it doesn't work. That could be the 3 possible causes. So now we continue. Let's go to check the, we want to add a formula. We start with 2 months, and then we increase it to 24 months. So that we could see a difference. Let's go to any of the rows inside the bonus. Equal. On the same row, select salary. And you will notice something interesting appears. Usually, this formula will show equal D2. But this one, different wall. Yes, so open and close square bracket, huh? Oh, and yes, add sign. Whenever you see something like this with the square bracket, this is called structured referencing. Structured referencing is a new way of working. It makes the formula readable and easy to read. This is one reason. And later on, we could use it either within the same table, or we could do it outside the table. We could do this as well. Later on, I will show you. So now let's continue. Let's continue. There's open and close bracket. The at sign, it means this row. And the salary, it refers to the column name. So it makes the whole thing very, very easy to read, comparing to D2. When we have a lot of columns, maybe A, B2, well, I need to scroll left and right just to find what does that mean. This one, much more easier. Let's continue. Multiply, shift number 8, and number 2. And before we press enter, usually when we created an Excel formula, we need to copy down ourselves until the last record. When we are using Excel table, we are no longer required to do so. We will just press enter and job done. Let's press enter and ta-da, job done. It makes the thing very, very easy to manage. And if I'm able to get up to this one, please type number 9. Very good. This is a lot easier. And sometimes they are not aware. This is possible one. Yes, it's possible. And that's one story, real story. Just curious, how many of you want to Excel file download. Excel file download from website. It depends on what do you mean by the website and how could you solve it. Please have to repeat. Okay, the repeat one. Let me repeat the formula. Equal. And I select the salary on the same row. Multiply, shift number 8, multiply, and type number 2. After that, press enter. Okay, got it, Siva? Okay, Chabin asked Excel files downloaded from website. Okay, Chabin, I'm guessing the file you download from website is not an Excel file, it's CSV. CSV, it doesn't save anything beside normal text. Yeah, beside normal text. That means if I created an Excel table, when I save, next time I open again, everything will be gone. CSV doesn't save anything of this one. Yeah, CSV is normal text. Thank you. So let's come back here. Okay, that's one real story. Real story. This person, just by using this method, and of course with some extra formulas at the back, this person can initially need to have 5 working days. After that, just using this method alone, this person is able to complete the whole thing within 15 minutes. That's true. True story. Kesa Berna. Just using this method, of course, with some formulas. That's it. That's it. 5 working days, complete the whole thing. Now it's just 15 minutes. Very, very powerful. Does it work for another worksheet? What do you mean by another worksheet? Tang PC? I'm not quite sure I'm your question. Yeah, this one is very true story. Okay, so until I get more understanding, Can you repeat on the top? Adding a new column. Adding new column, just type it. Just type it. Okay. Let me go here. I just type bonus. Enter. That's it. Just type equal salary on the left side. Multiply by 2. Enter. That's it. Okay, Amiru? Yeah, just on the side. Yeah. Good. So after we have done this one, and some people will have a question. Hey, Tai, this formula is able to copy downwards automatically on the existing data. What if I add new data at the bottom? Will the formula copy downwards? Yes or no? Just make a guess. Just make a guess. You may not know the answer. Just make a guess. Yes or no? Just guess. Guess. Okay. Many of you say yes. The answer is yes. Let's do this together. Whenever we are adding a data at the bottom, it could be either one of the methods. Either we enter manually, or we might be copy and paste. Either way, it still work. So now we want to experience manually entered. The data we are going to enter is this one. Employee 8010, and the name is Juliet, and join date is 10th of October 2025. Salary is 6789. Let's enter this one together on the very last blank row. Let's go to very last blank row, number 11. So I type employee 8010. After that, I press tab key. And you'll notice the color automatically extend by itself. And the formula is already waiting. Yep, it works. Let's continue the data entry. Juliet, 10th of October 2025, salary 6789. Got it? If you're able to get this, if you're able to get this, please type number 2. Yes, good job. Nice, right? Yes, a lot of time people struggle. Oh, how come my data is a bit messy using this method? I'm not sure whether it's a new staff or transfer. Sometimes it could be internal transfer, or maybe the data left out. I have no idea. Okay, just now we realized our bonus is only 2 months, and after a while, boss say 2 months not enough, and boss want to change it to 24 months. Let's go to any one of the formulas, and change it to multiply with 24. Multiply with 24. Enter. Okay, so for those ask me to repeat, I just manually enter this data. Manually enter, just enter key manually. And for the formula, I change one of them. The entire column is updated. Ta-da! Job done. Nice, right? Yes, it's very, very nice. Okay, good. Very nice. If you're able to get this result, please type number 3. Please type number 3. Good. So now I want to invite you to do this on your own before we go for a short break. So that is project number 1. Let's go to project number 1. The data we are dealing with is over here. And it has a lot of steps here. I just invite you just to do which one? Because, okay. Just to do 1 and 2. Just to do 1 and 2. Whenever we are working with the data, remember R.O.C.K. Okay, so now all of you will have, let's see, 5 minutes to get this thing done. In between, if you have any question, feel free to ask. I have 5 minutes to get this thing done. And the 5 minutes Start from now.
Sutai.
2 more minutes. One more minute. Thirty seconds. Ten seconds. and time. Okay, we have a lot of questions. Good, good. Shortcut doesn't apply. There's a lot of questions. Okay, let me show you what it means. Some of you may encounter this. I say, what? The thing just doesn't work. So some of you just select one of them. When you go to insert table, hey, why the thing doesn't highlight the whole thing? Okay. Oh, they're blanks. Okay. And then they will delete the blank column, blank row. There are some errors. Okay, maybe just get rid of them now. Then go to insert table. Okay. Why the thing stopped halfway though? I don't see any blanks now. Why? Why? Because it's blank and hidden. We have column C, where's column D and E. We have 4, 5, where's number 6? Then we have 7, 8. It's blank and hidden. Just now, one of you asked the question, what if hidden? This thing happens as well. So hidden also influence how the things work. Yep. Hidden rules. Yep. How to unhide? I'm showing you. I'm using my mouse now. Go on the top left corner between number 1 and number 2. And by the way, if you created an Excel table, you need to undo multiple times until you don't see any color. Undo, you could just pressing this icon like this one on the top left, or you could use the keyboard shortcut Control Z is to undo. Okay, so until you don't have any color like this one, I select the entire table. I use my mouse to right click on any of the whole headers, column headers, right click. There is an option says unhide. Do the same thing on the row. Use my mouse, right click on any of the numbers and hide. So there's a blank and hidden, there's blank and hidden. Let's remove it. So after this is done, I only start creating an Excel table. I can go to insert table or the keyboard shortcut, Control T. And you will notice it will automatically expand until the end. So that's correct. Click OK. After creating an Excel table, what should I do immediately? Yeah, please help me to refresh my memory. What should I do immediately right after creating an Excel table? What should I do? Rename. Thank you, Cecilia. Thank you, Siva. Yeah, change the table name. Thank you. So over here, currently it says table 5. What will be the name that you recommend me to use? What will be the name? Yeah, thank you, Hafiz, for sharing the shortcut. A table product, thank you. So over here, is it okay for me to key in the name without the word table in the front? Is that okay? I just type the name product. Is that okay? It's okay. Later on, I will suffer. Later on, I will suffer. So all of you, you choose table product. Only me, I ignore the wording table in front. And then with that, you could compare which one is better. Later on, you could compare table product. Now I'm just choosing product, which is not a good way of working. I press enter. Yep, no space. Thank you. Thank you, Smart Renter. So now we have done this part. I only do the first two. Done. Now we go back to this. Up to now, so far, any question? If you're okay up to now, please type number 3 in the chat. Okay, good, good. Okay, so we go for a short break. short, let's see, we have a short 10 minutes break. We just go for a 10 minutes break. After 10 minutes break, I will show you how we are able to create our own formula easily. And then why we want to start our table name with the wording table. So this is a later we will continue. So we go for a quick 10 minutes break. And by the way, after our quick break, short break, we will have a group photo because now we have over 150 people in the room. That is a history for me. So I want to capture the moment. So later on, after 10 minutes break, we will take a group photo, and then we will continue. And you can make up whatever makeup you want to have. Yes, we will have a 10 minutes break, and the 10 minutes starts from now. Not enough time to make up. You could use avatar. And do you know Zoom, you could make up inside the Zoom? You can create avatar like this. Let me show my avatar. See, split second makeup. I look much more mature, right? Ha 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 ha. Yeah. Okay. I go to refill my water. I'll be back in a short while. We will start in 1 minute. 1 minute. Jasmine asked a very good question. Yeah, pancreas. Yes, you're right. I need to practice more. We'll start in 30 seconds. Let me turn off my avatar. 20 seconds. Ten seconds. And time. Okay, good. Welcome back, everyone. Welcome back. Hey, now is the time for us. We have a group photo. We have 150 people in the room. I'm very, very thankful for your time. Really go extra mile. I'm not going to makan party and spend your Saturday morning here. Turn on your camera. Okay, you will laugh me. I will send the group photo in the chat later on, yeah. Yeah, Amiru using avatar. That's interesting. We have more and more people showing up their faces. Okay, good one. Let's wait for another 10 more seconds. First time I'm seeing so many people in the room. First time. I think this is not the first time. Last time I have another session, it's close to 300 people in the room. For NTW, this is the first time I have over 150 people in the room. Thank you for you all to make the history for me. Okay, get yourself ready. I'm going to take on the screen. I have 4 pages here. I'm going to take the first one. And whenever I'm taking photo, just look at your lens, not your computer. Look at your lens. Lens, yeah. Okay. First screen, you have no idea which screen you are in. Just look at your camera lens and continue to smile. I am going to take the first screen and smile. Okay, screenshot the first one. Okay, let me paste it somewhere else. I'm going to second page. Second page. Okay. Now second page, we have more people. Okay, can. Second page and smile. Okay, good. The second page. And I'm going to third page. Third page, smile. Okay, good one. And the last page. Good. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you for showing up your beautiful face. After taking good photo, I will see a lot of people turn off their camera. Disappears. What? Okay, lor. This is the fun and sad part of being a trainer. No, okay, just to share my sentiment. Okay, so now we have done the first part. We have created an Excel table. We also have created a name. I was a bit stubborn for the table product. I'm not start with the wording table. I start with the product. Let's see what will happen. Let's see what will happen. Let's go back. Let's go back. And by the way, there's a question I want to address before I forget. The question is from Jesslyn. Jesslyn is, how do we remember all these shortcut keys, formula easily? So there are 2 ways. First way, make a lot of mistakes. Make a lot of mistakes. And sometimes, and whenever we are fortunate, we could make mistakes. Sometimes our work doesn't require us to do so, making mistakes. Secondly, it's much more easier to, within your control, teach other people. Whatever thing you want to remember continuously to find ways to teach others people. For example, you could show your colleagues, hey, do you know how to do this one? Let me show you. Even though they know or they do not know, whenever you say it again and again, you will remember the most. So this is how I remember a lot of things, because I keep on saying the same thing over and over again. Okay. Yeah. Thank you, Jesslyn, for typing it out, the summary. So now we continue to go back to sales staff. Let's go back to sales staff. If you're on this worksheet, sales staff, please type number 1. Type number 1 if you're on this worksheet, sales staff. Okay, good. So now I want to calculate the total bonus. I'm going to show you the mouse method and the keyboard method. Later on, I will encourage you all to challenge yourself a little bit just using the keyboard method. So let me show you the mouse method first. I want to calculate the total bonus, and I want to show the value on the other side. So I can go to, okay, Yingxin asked a question. What if each staff entitled different months of bonus? If that's the case, you could just add a column for different months, for example, different months, and the formula will be multiplying their salary against the months. So this is how to get the bonus for different months. Okay, hope this address a question. So let me undo. Okay, got it. So now go over here. Go to I number 1 equal. The function to get the total is called sum. S-U-M. S-U-M, sum. And whenever you see the function is selected, and this could be a few common response people may be making. The first one, they use their mouse, double click over here. This first method. Secondly, they may be type the whole thing and open parentheses by themselves manually. So this is second common methods. And I want to invite you to use this method a little bit differently. Whenever you see the list shown here, to confirm selection, we press Tab key. In Excel, we press Tab key to confirm the selection. And we are not using Enter key. Enter key is to confirm the data entry or the formula. Okay. Tab and Enter, slightly different. Tab key is to confirm the selection. Enter key is to confirm the data or the formula entry. So these are two different things. So whenever you are using these small things, at the very beginning, you may not feel comfortable, which is very, very common and very normal. So after you are used to this method, your work will be getting faster and a little bit smoother. So let me show you. So let's do this again. Equal SUM, sum is selected. To confirm selection, I press Tab key. When I press Tab key, the whole thing automatically complete with open parentheses. And the benefits of using this one, I could reduce typo. I can complete the function faster. I can complete the whole thing faster because some function name is a little bit longer. We could use this method to reduce typo and complete the thing faster. So this is a powerful way of using Tab key. So let's continue. So I'm using my mouse to select row number 2, the bonus. I select until the very end. When I select until the very end, you will notice the selection changes to name. automatically. If I select lesser than the entire column, the name disappears. If I select more than the column, the name doesn't appear. So the name only appears when we select exactly the entire column, and the name will only appear. Whenever we see there's an open and closed double quote, this is structured referencing. So this structured referencing. Now we have this sum, this whole thing, and towards the end, usually we need to close bracket. Because this is only a single function formula, we could just press enter. Excel will automatically close parentheses for us. Let's press enter. Okay, done. So if I'm able to follow up to this one, please type number 2. This is using the mouse to select. Okay, good. Thank you. Thank you for responding. Good. So let's use another way. Using pure keyboard method, I'm using pure keyboard. Let me zoom in a little bit, yeah? Zoom in a little bit. Pure keyboard. I go to the row at the bottom. I'm going to type something similar like this at the bottom. Equal SUM. Sum. Sum is selected. We press tab key to confirm selection. And it's very common when we are working with our Excel file, especially the data we have, we are going to have more and more table and more data. We have, until a moment, we may not able to recall exactly what is the table name. Because all our table names start with the wording table, have the first 3 letters of table, which is TAB. Uppercase, lowercase doesn't matter. When you type TAB, it is able to show all the table in this current file. In this current file, I have table customer, table sales staff, table secret agent, and just curious, how come I don't see my product here one? Why? Oh, yeah. Because my product, I did not start with the wording table. So if I type TAB, it doesn't find any matches. If I want to use the product data, I need to type the exact name, product. Otherwise, I will not able to get the table. So by removing the guesswork or memorizing work, we just start all our table name with the wording table. When we need to use it, we just type equal whatever things, then table, it will show the list. So it makes things very, very easy to manage. So let's continue. Mine is called table sales staff. So I can use my arrow key to go up and down, select table sales staff, and press tab key to confirm selection. When you are pressing tab key for table sales staff, you'll notice the table sales staff has a color. So that is corresponding to the selection on the left side, the entire table data. So that also means in the future, you want to refer to the entire table, just use by the name. And it works as long as within the same file. Any other worksheet is still able to refer to that. So now we want to come back to the calculation for the bonus. Referring to the entire table is not accurate. I want to zoom in to a specific column. So I need to manually type open square bracket. Open square bracket is on your keyboard below minus and equal. Below minus and equal. Below that, and you will see there's a one key. with the open square bracket. Just key in this one, open square bracket. Whenever you type open square bracket correctly, it will show list of the column in that table. So we are looking for bonus. You could type the first few letters of the column you're looking for so that the list over here will get shortened and it allows us to look for the column we are looking for a little bit faster. So I'm looking for the bonus. The first few letters of bonus is B. I type B, bonus is selected. I don't need to key in the whole thing. I could just press tab key. Just now we open square bracket. We need to close square bracket. Very good. Once you close square bracket correctly, the entire bonus column is selected. So towards the end, this is a single function formula. We could just press enter. Excel will automatically close parentheses for us. Press enter. Yep. If I'm able to get this result, please type number 4. Okay, that's a question from Jenny. If I have a lot of data, do I need to key in the file name? If you have external file, there will be a different way of working. This one is within the same file. External file, it will be a very different way. If you have special situation, you could ask later on, Jenny. Remember to write it down your question. But I think we have a bit time to address the questions later. Okay, good. So now we have done this part. And in order to help you to remember a little bit better, and so now I want to do this one. I want to do the calculation for the total salary, average salary, highest, lowest. So now I want to invite you to do this on your own. Create the formula over here. And we are using a function called sum, average, max, and min. Same file, different worksheet. Yes, it works. Same thing. Different file, same file. As long as same file, I could refer to any other places. It works. It works perfectly. So do this on your own. And let's do once you have done this one, so I want to invite you. Once you have done, copy and paste your formula to the chat so that I could observe. Once you have done all this, you copy and paste the formula, not the result, the formula. I also set some time just to double check. Chia Yin. I'm not sure how to pronounce your name. What do you mean? Can show one more time? Very nice. Many of you managed to get it done. Nice. I can't get the selection for the reference without the shortcut. Okay. That will be a good one for you to share your screen so that everyone can learn to see the things a bit differently. Yeah. So I want to invite you to share your screen. Nice. Good. How could I pronounce your name? I believe you could unmute. Okay, very nice. Okay. Formula is missing, yeah, because it's not complete. Yeah, click OK. Let's do some checking. Press escape first, yeah. Press escape. Okay. And you click on the left side. Click on the left side. Click one of them within the blue color. Click any one of them. On the top, you will see there's something called table design. Very nice. In the table design, you go towards the left side. This is a name table sales stuff. Yep, that is correct. So now we go back here. Go back here, total salary. Total salary. Okay, delete the whole thing. And let's redo again, yeah. Equal SUM tab key. The tab key is on the left side above the caps lock. Very good. And type TAB. Yes, you will see table sales stuff and press tab key. Very good. And you notice the whole table is selected, which is not accurate, and because you're looking for the bonus. Just type open square bracket is below the minus and equal sign of a keyboard. Without the shift key, not the normal bracket, the square bracket, the vertical one. Yes, you got it. And you choose salary. Press tab key and close square bracket. And you will notice the salary is selected. That's correct, and press enter. Yay! Good job, good job. Question, how come her total bonus is different? Because the bonus is different. The number of buys are different. Will you click inside?
Sorry, I lost my window. It's because I don't know why I'm missing one last row. So funny.
Which one?
My data. I may have actually.
Oh, because
everyone's
you haven't
data and
entered the
here,
last
right?
one.
I only got 9 rows of.
Yeah, the last one you need to key in yourself.
Oh.
If you were to scroll down further, scroll down further. Scroll down. Go down, go down, go down.
Go down some more. Okay.
This is the one.
Oh, I didn't do that.
That's why the
Okay,
things.
sorry.
Okay. How to pronounce your name?
Cheyenne.
Cheyenne.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Okay, thank you.
Good, that should be good. Okay, let me scroll back the message.
Okay, I stop sharing. Yeah.
Okay, good. Thank you, Cheyenne, for asking the question. I can't get the selection. I think I saw there's one with a screenshot. Where's the thing? That's the message one. Good and well done. Question, how come total difference? Okay. There's no more. That thing disappears. Wow, interesting. Okay, done. Good. So let me I see many of you managed to get it done. The sum, average, max, and mean. Well done, well done. So once we have gotten everything here, the next thing is I want to show you some other things of different way of working. You notice you are typing the similar things over and over again here. You're typing this one over and over again. So there are small things. We could do it slightly different. Let me show you once. If you are able to follow, very good. If you're not able to follow, it's okay. I notice some of you are ready. So I show this one. I show this one something extra. So let me zoom in a little bit to make it bigger. Equal sum, S-U-M, tab key, table, sales stuff, tab key, open square bracket, salary, tab key, close square bracket, enter. The next one is, it will be exactly same like the one on the top. The only difference is changing the sum to average. Just changing that one. I could copy and paste, and I could copy and paste and start changing them. So this is another way. Besides using this method, there's one more method. I want to copy the formula from the top exactly as it is. I want to copy the formula exactly from the top. That means from the above. The keyboard shortcut for this one is Control single quote. Control single quote allows you to copy exactly the formula from the above. Sometimes when we copy the formula from the above from some other places, the reference will get shifted. If you want to copy exactly, you could use Control single quote or apostrophe. So let me show you how. Control single quote. When the formula is copied down, if I use my arrow key at this moment, you'll notice I want to go to the front. Without using mouse, if I use arrow key to go towards the front, it jumps towards left side. This is because the mode is using now is called ready, or it's not edit mode. Let me redo again. I think I made my screen a bit smaller. I think my screen is smaller. Equal, Control single quote. Currently, the mode here, it says enter. We want to make the enter to become edit mode so that our cursor is able to move within the cell. To make it as an edit mode, we press F2. And certain computer, and because of the keyboard design, you need to have function F2, certain computer. So this is to make it as an edit mode. So let me show you. I press F2, and you notice it changes to edit mode. Whenever it's in edit mode, I could use my cursor within the cell. So I can change it to average, tab key, enter. And now I want to continue. Let me go a bit faster to let you see what is possible. Control single quote, F2, home, and select the name, and I change it to max, enter. Control single quote, F2, go to the home, and change it to min, enter. Yeah, okay, thank you, Hafiz. Yes, for those of you unable to press F2, when you press F2 on your laptop, it becomes a brightness and volume. You just need to add on function. So either function F2 or just F2, depending on your computer keyboard. Thank you, Hafiz, for typing that on the chat. So this is something extra. For those of you who are able to follow up to this one, you are able to get these 4 results. Please type number 3 in the chat. Please type number 3 in the chat. Wow, Raja literally typed number 3. Okay, good. As we are having more, whenever we are working with our file, it's a natural progression we will get more and more data here. We will get more and more data. Whenever we get more and more data, and the navigation will be a little bit tricky. Navigation means I want to search for my data. Usually I will need to go to the worksheet one by one. It will be a little bit tedious. I'm just curious, how many worksheets, roughly the number of worksheets, the highest number of worksheets you have ever seen before? Could be 5, 10, 20, how many? 13, okay. How many worksheets? More than 20? More than 20 means how many? 200, 2,000, 20,000? How many worksheets? Roughly. How many worksheets? More than 50, 50 plus. Wow, that is a lot. Okay, around 15. Good, thank you. But if you are looking for the particular data going through this worksheet one by one, is it fun? Is it easy? Not really fun and really not easy though. Wow, can get up to 100. That is crazy. Not fun. Okay. Yeah, I also pain. So how to go about this one? When our data is using Excel table, we could use this method instantly. Go to the place we want to have. And after we do some work, we can instantly go back to where we were. So let's do this together. I'm going to show you the mouse and the keyboard method so that you have more choice for you to choose. So now I'm showing you using the mouse. Using the mouse method, yeah? We go to home. Go to home. So now I'm inside the sales stuff. I want to go to customer data without manually clicking on the customer worksheet. I don't want to click here. I want to straight away jump to the customer, do some changes, and come back to here. I want to come back to the sales stuff. So I want to do some changes and come back. So let's go to the home. Then there is something called go to, find and select. Find and select. Go to. When we use our mouse to point on the go to, it will show the shortcut inside bracket, which is Control G. Later on, we will use keyboard shortcut. Now we are using mouse. Let's click on go to, click, and it will show list of the table available in this current Excel file. And you'll notice one of them is called table customer. Double click on the table customer and it will instantly brings us there, provided the worksheet is not hidden. Double click and ta-da! It brings us here instantly. If you are able to follow up to this one, please type number 4. Thank you. So let's do some changes here. I want to change the Juliet credit score from 24 to 54. Okay, later on I will repeat Hidayah. Okay, later. So go to here. I change the number 54. Enter. That's all. I just change 1. Don't need to change 2. Change 1. Then now I want to go back to where we were before coming to the customer. So now using keyboard shortcut, just press Ctrl G or the keyboard F5. After that, press enter. Ctrl G or F5. It will show where we were just now. To confirm we want to go back, we just press enter for the OK button. So this is how we press Ctrl G and enter. So let me do this again. Ctrl G, enter. Go back. Ta-da! Job done. This is so nice. If you're able to get this result, please type number 5. And Hidayah, I would like to invite you to share your screen so that I could support you, Hidayah. Yeah, Hidayah, to share the screen is go to middle bottom of the Zoom and click share, and you could share your screen. Can I? Amiru also asked to repeat. Amiru, or you want to share your screen? Yeah, Control G is very useful for us to go to a place. How to share screen on PC? Yeah, go to the middle. Yes, Amiru, I could. Yeah, inside here, you go to, let me find my pen. Yeah, change it to here. There's something called magnify glass. Find select. And there's something called go to. Very good. Double click on the table customer. Third one. Double click. Very good. And change the name 24 to 54. This is just to presume we have made some changes or do some work. Once you are done, you can press enter. And the next one is using your keyboard. You could press Ctrl G and enter. Holding Ctrl and press alphabet G, press enter. Nope. You're not changing anything. Just press cancel. Okay, cancel. Ctrl G again. How come your one is a bit different? It should change to a different place. Let me zoom in a little bit. Your one is a bit different. Yeah, usually it will show where it was. If let's say it doesn't show you where it was, you can just go to select table sales stuff. Where's the table sales stuff? You could just double click. It will bring you back. Okay. Somehow it doesn't show you where you were. Maybe it's time for you to update your Excel. Maybe there's some things, or maybe later on you could test a similar action again after you restart your computer. Okay, good. So any other question up to just now? Nice, huh? Happy, huh? Very happy. So this is how we are able to get the thing done. Now, any more question? Any more question? Calling once. Any more question? Calling twice. Any more question? So, if there's no question, answer my question. Answer my question. Just now, I was using the mouse to click on go to the table customer. How could I go to the table customer with pure keyboard only? No mouse, just pure keyboard. How? Okay. Tiabin say Control G. After Control G, then how? I want to go to table customer. Enter. You sure enter? Oh, yeah, enter because it show where it was. Presume this nothing. It is the very first time. Very first time. Control G. Yes, press tab key. Thank you, Yiwon. Thank you, Penny. Yeah. The cursor is over here. I press tab key one time. It will brings me towards the selection here. Press tab key one time. And then use arrow key to select table customer. After that, how could I click OK without mouse on? Enter. Yes, thank you. Because the enter key is a default button. Press enter. Yes, very good. Let me recap. Presume there's nothing here. I just type the whole thing on the screen now. The very first step is Control G, and second step tab, and third one select, and then the final one is enter. Select means either use up or down arrow key. Okay, good. So Control G, tab, arrow key, and enter. Test it out, see whether does it work for you. Now you could go to a different worksheet. For example, go to table product. See how does it goes. Control G, tab key, and arrow key, up, down. Once you are done, press enter. It should be working. Happy? Hey. If I'm able to get this result, very, very useful, right? How do you color different sheet? Oh, okay. How do I color coding them? Okay, to change the color on the worksheet, you could just use your mouse, right click on the worksheet you want to change the color. There's something called tab color. Yes, over here, tab color. Choose the color you want. No? This is how I change the color. Let's go back here. Okay. Looking at the, let's go back to a sales stuff. Let's go back to sales stuff. Type number 1, if you're back to the sales stuff worksheet. Type number 1, if you're back to the sales stuff worksheet. Good, good. So, and the one glance over here, is it easy to tell where are the data we do not want to adjust manually? Where is the formula we could adjust it later? Without checking the column one by one, presume this is the very first time we see this table. Is it easy to tell just by looking on the surface? They're same color, everything same. Unless I check column by column, otherwise I have no idea where is the formula. So it's not easy. So I want to recommend you all to use these 2 colors. Actually, this is not a really color one. Okay, another way, I want to invite you to use the color. The color is here. My recommendation to use black color to indicate something from outside where we are not supposed to change. That means if I change anything within my file, the next update may override my changes. So that means I need to redo the work over and over again. So black color, do not change. Later, I will explain why these 2 colors. Another one is called gray. Gray is within our control. That means our own data, our own formula, then we are able to adjust. Whatever thing we change on this file, that will be the final copy. That will be the updated copy. So these 2 colors. So why black? Why black? Just curious, how many of you know this person by the name of P. Ramlee? How many of you know this person, P. Ramlee? Yes. Okay. Some people say, most people say yes. I'm looking for any no. Okay, who is P. Ramlee? Just curious, who is P. Ramlee? It's an actor, a legend actor, yes. The movie is very old movie, right? So very old movie, does the old movie has color or no color? The original movie, does it have any color? Black and white, very good, thank you. Thank you, Tang, thank you. Yes, thank you, Ying. There's no color. Very old movies, old photos, the old stuff is black and white. So we associate black with something old or historical stuff or the past. So that means we are not able to change that. Whatever happened, happened. Whatever past is past. So that's outside of our control. Some people will say there's a time machine. That is different way of thinking. So presume there's no time machine. The whatever past is past, we cannot change. So that's black. And so back to the gray. Why gray means within our control? Just like our life, we have a lot of gray areas. Do you agree? It's not easy to say right or wrong. Just like traffic light color. Traffic light color in Malaysia, how many colors are? How many colors we have? Traffic light. We have 3 colors. Yes, very good. We have green, 3 colors. We have green. What else? What other colors we have? We have So far jump to red, man. In the sequence, after green is yellow, after yellow is red color. Okay, thank you. Thank you. We have three colors. The sequence may not be in this way. Good, Normally, when we see green, what do we do? When we see green, what do we do? Go. Okay, we go. Okay, good. Pursuit. Wow, pursuit. Okay, okay, can. When we see yellow. Wow, okay, thank you for your honesty. Okay, lagi faster. Now pursuit. Wow, really faster. Wow, rush. What? Okay. Normal answer, standard answer. Ready to stop. Okay, good. Okay, for the red color, okay. Luckily, hey, more faster. What? Hey, ini undang apa ni? License apa ni? Okay, normally we stop. Someone will say fast and furious. I think that's in movie. Normally, in this case, when it's green, we go. Yellow, we slow down. When it's red color, we stop. That's a normal thing. Sometimes in the practice, when some people say the yellow, they will go a little bit faster. Okay, different. Okay, this. If let's say in an emergency situation, there's ambulance behind, there's a heavy traffic, and you are the one in the first in the line. And it's a red color, emergency. So how? Normally, we're supposed to stop. Because of emergency, what do? Go lah. If let's say you are the first one, is super jam-packed, the ambulance or fire truck, firefighter cannot go through. They just sometimes really cannot make way. They're super jam. The first one need to go. They need to go. So this emergency. Some emergency. So it's not easy to say right or wrong. And sometimes it's not easy to draw the line black and white. So it's within our control to decide. So this is the reason why we want to, I recommend black to indicate the past outside of our control. Gray is within our control. We could have a final say. So this is the things I want to change the color. Let's go to the table sales stuff. Click one of the cells within it. Then we go to table design. Click on the more icon. Click. And it will show list of the colors here. So there are a lot of options here. I just pick one of them here. Just click. I just choose this one. And the color stays. So this is the first part is done. If you are able to get this result, please type number 3. Number 3, if you are able to get this result. Okay. Good. Thank you. The next one is we select the bonus from the header until the very end. Select from the header until the very end. After that, we go to home. There's something called fill color. Choose whichever gray that you're okay with. Choose whichever gray, either light gray, dark gray, or whichever gray you're okay with. And you'll notice the color stays for the gray. If I'm able to get this result, please type number 4. Okay, good. Good job. So by doing something like this one, it makes the thing easier to recognize. Those on the left side, they are the external data. So that means I do not want to adjust anything here. Whatever adjustment I want to make, I make on the gray column. If really needed, add more column at the back. So by using this method, we are helping ourselves to keep our file or the data much more structured and organized. If you and your colleagues are using the similar color coding, it makes your job way, way easier. I could say, hey, for example, Amy, could you help me to look at my file? I'm not quite sure why this thing doesn't work. And Amy just look at the file. Oh, this is the data I get from another place. Do not change it here. Maybe something wrong with the data here. Whatever thing she need to do, just do it at the back. So by using a similar color coding and understanding, it's easier for us to support each other. And sometimes when we are working so tired, right, our brains half sleep, still need to work. When we see this one, we are subconsciously aware. Do not change anything here. Subconscious, don't change anything. Because I change anything, next update, all my changes are gone for good. So this is a very good way. Personally, I use this one a lot in my work and also in some of the consulting work. Really, really help me to keep my things structured and also easy to get my colleague to support me whenever I need to. Okay, so this is how, repeat the gray color. Okay, from the header, I'm using the mouse from the top until the end. Then I go to the home. There is a font. There's a size, everything. There's one like a water bucket. Click on the small triangle on the side. Then choose a gray color. There's a lot of gray color. Okay. Thank you. Okay, good. So now we have done this part. We have changed the navigation and what else? So, okay, good. Up to now, so far, any question? Okay, no question. Okay, good. And just for your information, on the project number two, you have something extra. Sometimes we have a blank column, blank rows. We want to remove them. Even though sometimes it's hidden, you could use this method. This is inside here. I may not have time to cover all these things. Yep, that's a question, Hafiz. How could I assist you? You have a question? If you're okay, you could use your voice to say out loud, yeah? You have question? Oh, you mean I have question? Okay, no, later on. So now this topic is about organizing our data. Just now, we are using Excel table, the whole thing is done. By using Excel table, we can combine with a lot of other things. Example, conditional formatting, data validation, maybe the lookup formula, you could do that as well. Beside that, that's one small thing I want to add on. And sometimes when we are working with our file, we may keep multiple versions, multiple copies of our file. And some of you may recognize this method. Let's see, how many of you are using this method here? Let's see. Just curious, how many of you have seen something like this before? The file name like product data update, product data update final, product update final new, product update final new newer, product final update new newer latest, and product final new newer latest final, and final new newest new blah, 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 blah. See my mouse? Yes. Seen this before, right? If I'm using this way to organize my data, good luck. Not easy. Yeah. Many of you have seen this before. For those of you are using SharePoint, the versioning is automatic. And sometimes We are using our local copy, and I just want to keep a different version, just separate by the file name. This method is very common, very common. So I have two options for you, two options. The first one is using by the date. We do not go by the date, last change or last update. We key in the date inside the file name, something like this. This is a year. It uses the file name inside here. It uses the date inside the file name. It will be like year, then month, then day. The reason using year, month, day, it makes the sorting a little bit easier. If I use day, month, and year, the sorting, it will have a priority towards the same day, and then go by the month, and then go by the different year. So it will make the whole thing jump up a little bit. When I use this method, whichever they have a same year, they will go one after another. Within the same year, they will go by the month. After they go by the month, same month, it will go by the day. So this method is much more preferred method. So I could just go by the name in this way. Personally, I use this one to indicate when I was last changed or last update. I use it on the file name. Beside this method, so there's another one is called semantic versioning. It uses major and minor version. Something like this. Something like this. Let me zoom in a little bit. Semantic versioning, it uses an alphabet in the front. Some people, they use V. Some people, they use R. Whichever you prefer. V means version, R means revision. And they have two numbers here. One is called major. Then you're followed by a dot. Then you go for minor. Major means something big. For example, gotten the approval, already gone live. That's something big. Minor means within them, what are the changes I have made? For example, if this is the first draft I'm working on, I'll be using 0 point something. Whenever 0 point something, it means draft. Version 0 means draft. Version 0. So you can see all the draft until I make until version 3, 0.3. So I have gotten the approval. So this is maybe I have gotten the approval. So this 1.0. After 1.0, I may make some changes after that. Be 1.1, 1.2, 1.3, and 1.4. So by using this method, I'm easily to tell which one is a final. This is the final. And this is the before it's gotten the approval, and that will be the after the approval. So using this method is another way of working. Personally, this is how I structure my file. It really keeps me aware. Sometimes this happened to me. This file got screwed up. I need to go back to the previous version. At least I know where are the copy I could go back to. If I have, even though I'm using OneDrive, I'm still using this method because I'm using some automation. The changes is quite a lot. Not changing the data alone is a lot of things to change. So SharePoint not able to help me in that perspective. Okay, so this is something extra to you. Yeah. Yeah, good. Chabin, that's good one. Using the date, it's avoid the changes of the date. Sometimes when we open the file and accidentally save, the last change date is no longer the same. Yep, good. So now we are coming towards the, we have a bit extra time, so we could open for Q&A. By the way, I have something called AMA. Some of you attended my previous AMA. AMA means ask me anything. Okay, I need to put bracket about Excel. So now you could ask me anything about Excel. We have about 20 minutes. Yeah, now you could ask me anything about Excel. It's something you could explain in less than 30 seconds. Whenever something is more than 30 seconds, it will be too complex. But you ask. I will attempt my best to answer. Now it's a bonus AMA. A formula start with if, where I know what is the function if. Yeah. Okay. If function is a logical function. What does that mean? Let me do this. Okay, if function. If function is a logical function. And if allows us to do the checking or the comparison. For example, I want to know this number. For example, this is the exam score. I want to know whether the particular person, the result, is it a pass or fail? For example, I want to know. Let me give you some random number here. Okay. Let me put some numbers here. B12. Okay, like this one. I have some random numbers here. I want to know whether they have passed or failed. What is the normal score in Malaysia for the passing? What is the normal passing score? Normal passing score. Okay. Malaysia school, not some other colleges, because some other colleges will have a different passing mark. There's a Raja also asked a question, what if every sub has different bonus? Oh, okay. Later I'll answer. Why sometimes cannot insert same date function, day, month, year, copy out Monday, year. Okay. So then need to check on your data. Okay, good. Presume over here, I see there's 40, 50, 60. So let's make it as 40. I want to check whether this particular score, if the result either is pass or fail. The checking is the number must be greater than or equal to 40 in order to get the pass. So for using the if, before that, I need to do the comparison. Equal, is this score greater than or equal to? These two symbols means greater than or equal to. Mathematically, we use this symbol. In Excel, we use this symbol. And whether it's equal to 40, enter, it will give us true or false. When I copy downwards, you will notice some of them are true, some of them are false. Yeah, so this is how we could have it. But true and false is not descriptive enough. There is a moment we will be using if function. To turn the true, whenever it's true, I want to show pass. Whenever it's false, I want to show fail. So let's do this. So I have this one. I go to the beginning of the formula. I type if, tab key, go towards the end, comma, you will ask, value if true. What I want to do or what I want to show whenever it's true. So I want to show the wording pass. So we double quote, pass, and double quote. So value if false, comma, so that we double quote, fail, double quote. And towards the end, close parentheses, and copy the formula downwards and job done. So this one, it makes the thing a little bit easier rather than manually filter and keying them one by one. Okay, this one really helps you. So hope this one address your question, yeah? So let's see. Okay. So thank cannot insert the same date. So it's a DMY, day, month, year. When you copy and paste, it becomes Monday, year. That could be a few causes. One of them is the data. It could be a day, month, year, or Monday, year. And secondly is your computer date setting. So need to check these two. Control G besides for navigation, any other purposes? Yes, it has other purposes. For example, my data has some blank. Example here, my data has some blank. I want to find the blanks within column A. Usually I will be select one by one, like this one by one. It will take a while. When I just select column A, Control G, there's something called special. I could go to special. Go to special. Inside special, I could choose go to blanks. Based on the selected column, find those are blanks. Click OK. Ta-da! Of course, there are more things as well. Inside go to special, as many things here as well. I could go and search, find those formulas, find those with the constant means no formula, and there's a lot of things here. Yep, Control G is very, very useful. I use it a lot. What else? Master file sheet, one sheet, and sheet number 2 onwards data type from the sheet 1. How can transfer data from now to that will be a very interesting. And maybe okay, for Ivana, the afternoon session will be useful to you. Afternoon session, okay. The third one and next one. What would be your suggestion for keeping a master Excel file synchronized with information from multiple Excel files that are updated by other stuff? Okay, from time to time. Keep this question at the afternoon. Okay, afternoon. I do report on weekly basis. Every time need to download the Excel file from the day until today. And I need to redo the analysis using the latest Excel file. Is there any solution? Yes, there's one solution. Usually it's not necessary to do this one. Let's see. Do I have this time tomorrow? Bring this question to the afternoon. Yeah, to the afternoon session. Something to do with organizing multiple data together. There's something called Power Query. Cecilia asked about when we have so many versions of the file, is there a way to find what's different files? Okay. In Word, there's something called compare between documents. From the Excel file, it's not easy. Unless you are using Professional Plus. There's something called Inquire add-in. Inquire add-in allows you to do a comparison, the differences between two files. Yeah, Inquire. So this only in Professional Plus. The license is the highest license, most expensive one for the Excel alone. Can you show the example of multiple condition if? Multiple condition if, you need to give me an example. Let's see. Multiple condition if. Okay, let's see. Maybe later on, if you want to have this question answer, stay back. Jaslyn. How to solve problem if the Excel becomes showing formulas instead of showing the final result? Okay, good. So this is a good one from a person private message me. Since it's private message, I don't want to mention the name. Okay. Sometimes when we open our file, it looks something like this one. It just so weird. Why is not showing the formulas? Why is showing the formulas? I don't want to see the formulas. I want to see the result. This thing happens maybe by accident. To show the formula, to show the result back, I go to formulas and go towards right side. Yes, a button called show formulas, just to turn this off. The shortcut key for this one is Control Accent. Accent is on the top of the tab key. Control Accent, and it will show formula or show the result. Okay, so I do not have enough time to answer everything because I want to share with you how to win this book. Because I promise you all, for those of you haven't, I haven't answered your question, feel free to stay back at the end. So now, how many of you, you can get this book from Popular, Kinokuniya, and PHS? Thank you. I have 3 copies. Just curious, how many free copies should I give out? Yeah, type it in the chat. How many free copies? Something reasonable, to all, to everyone. 100 over. My finance will come after me and chop me into pieces. Don't want. Okay, 10% of the participants 100, soft copy, show 2 decimal. Okay, those are interested. Not sure because currently it's only hard copy. I don't have any soft copy yet. Don't have soft copy. And just for your information, this one is color printed. Everything color, color one. And plus it's a simple small copy. It allows you to bring it to other places. It's easy for you to flip through. And when you're flipping through, you are aware what are the things to avoid. So this one, the challenge, I need to ask my boss first, how many copy to give out, how many copy. Outside, I think if can't remember, go and popular and Kinokuniya MPH, this one. This one is free. 2 copies only, 2 copies. Yeah. To do this one, you share online, either Facebook, LinkedIn, or some other places or your favorite. You share online, say what is one thing you like the most about this one. You tag me, tag me. If you are in LinkedIn, you can find me in LinkedIn. Facebook, you can find me there. What else? IG, not very active. I'm there as well. You tag me to keep a thing simple. You post it. You say what is the one thing you like the most about this session. Thankful to HRD Corp for initiating this one. Without the initiation from HRD Corp, we will not meet each other. Really, this one. We need to thankful for the HRD Corp, first one. Secondly, to share what's one thing you like the most about this session. And then you share the link in the WhatsApp group. So based on the link we have shared, and then later on I will use AI to pick the lucky winner. I will have all the names there and then ask AI to pick the lucky winner. For the lucky winner, you will get a copy mailed to you or sent to you to the address in Malaysia. In Malaysia, if you are from overseas, you need to find a Malaysia address. Can I? So I repeat again. You share in the social media, Facebook, LinkedIn, or IG, and tag HRD Corp. Thankful for their initiative to have this National Training Week. And then you share one thing you like the most about this session today. And you can have a photo, whatever thing. Okay. Then the 2 lucky person will have this book. Okay, maybe I will ask more. Yeah, in the WhatsApp group. Let me see whether I can get the link and paste it in here. And could someone assist me to send the link? Hey, I'm getting the link. Copy. Okay. Yes, it's going to be a printed book. I'm sharing the link here. Yeah, this is a chat group. You could join in the group and then you are able to post everything you have posted, either in LinkedIn, IG, or FB. Share your link inside there in the chat group. And based on the link, I will collect the name. Then ask AI or maybe Excel to pick the lucky winner. Okay, so now I want to invite you to type in the chat. What is the one thing you like the most about the session today? Yeah, type in the chat. What's the one thing you like the most? Okay, good. I read out loud some of your things. Shortcut keys, fun, interactive, hands-on, practical, Q&A, exercise, new shortcut keys, structured referencing, refresh the knowledge, shortcut key, shortcut key, shortcut key, shortcut key, interactive shortcut key, shortcut key, shortcut key, new formula. Oh, you really love shortcut key, huh? Okay, clear instruction for every process, easy to follow. Knowledge, information, very easy to understand. Shortcut keys, context of the explanation, interactive, formula, shortcut key, where I explain, shortcut key, shortcut key, shortcut key again. What? Wow, you all really like shortcut key. Okay, good. I see that's okay explanation. Good. So we have about, so now after that, I want to invite you to provide feedback because my boss needs me this one. I need the feedback. Yeah, the recorded session will be shared in the group. So now I want to invite you to give the feedback for this training. I have sent the link to the chat. You could either click on the link or you could scan the QR code on the screen. Once you have done, please type done in the chat. Because your feedback will help us to improve the next session. Thank you. Thank you, Li Yingxin, for asking the question. And also Chabin. Chabin, we have a training. Yes, 2 days training. I think Chabin, you could come back. You come back for a refresher. Yeah, we have July 14, 15. July 14, 15 and October 13, 14. July 14, 15, October 13, 14. It shows us how we are able to organize our data much more better. So what we have learned is a very beginning, and the afternoon is only the a little bit of beginning of the next one is Power Query. If you're really working with multiple data, you want to organize your file a bit differently, July 14, 15. You could come back for a refresher. Refresher is just only set half of the fee, and the food is plenty. Until we cannot finish, we could tapao go back home as well. Yeah, today there's another session. Public class is, okay, I just type in the chat lah. Okay, thank you. Some of you are very fast to post in LinkedIn. Once you post in LinkedIn, you copy the link of the post and post it in the group. Okay. Okay, thank you. Thank you, Hafiz. Thank you, Hidayah. Okay, Cecilia, Eileen, Nuru, Fizana, Falamati, Kamaru. Okay, good. Many of you have submitted. Thank you, thank you. And yeah, thank you. So we have about 3 more minutes. 3 more minutes. So let me, any unanswered question. I haven't answered one. I may not able to recall any question I haven't answered one. Okay. Just thank you, Anas. If you have any question regarding the puppy training, just find the person by the name of Wendy in the group chat. You can just ask in the chat and Wendy is able to answer you. Oh yeah, there's one question about ifs. Okay. The ifs, okay. So I'm answer this one, when to use ifs. Let's go back here. So I want to have another similar question. This one, besides using pass or fail, I want to have something like if this is 0 to 39, this is failed. Failed. If 40 to 50 is pass, more than 50 is credit. So I have three conditions. So three conditions, I'm showing ifs, how to use ifs. Power Query, if you are using Mac, there's one session on the in the different month. Okay, let me show you this one using ifs. I have a three condition to check. First, I want to make sure it need to be lesser than 40. If less than 40 is failed. The second criteria is need to be less than or equal to 50, so that you'll be passed. Whatever remaining, it will be credit. So you'll be in this sequence. Ifs allows us to achieve this one. So let me type it here. Equal ifs. If this number less than 40, that will be failed. A. The second criteria, same score, less than or equal to 50. So that will be pass. Whenever anything else, there's nothing called else. We still need to do a checking. The checking will give us a result true. Rather than having a checking and give us a result true, we just type true. The last one, whenever the last one, it will be credit. Okay, so I've copied downwards. Done. So this is if it has multiple pair. First pair, it will check. It will get the result fail. Second pair, it will be for the pass. And the final pair, it means everything else will be giving the credit. So this is using ifs. Hope this one addressed your question. Yep. Good. Let's see any other question. The number showing XXM, XXK. Oh, yeah, format cells. What else? Any other question? If I miss, I'm going screwing up a little bit. Yeah, 14, 15 is in person. The July one is online. It's not online, it's in person in Cheras, KL. What else? Okay, good. Any more questions? Yeah, please look for Wendy in the chat. Writing the equation multiple condition, I tend to confuse myself. And sometimes you're not quite sure how to interpret the formula. Copy the formula, paste it to AI, ask AI to explain to you. Yeah, this will be very useful. Okay, good. Any final question? Any final question? Calling once. Any final question? Calling twice. Okay. Is there any way to select multiple rows to be deleted rather than highlight the row one by one? So are you saying the blank row or specific row, or how? What is the criteria of the row of selection? Okay, thank you, Hafiz. Yeah, please post it in the WhatsApp group, yeah. Because inside here, after we have end the session, it will not be able for me to find out. Yeah, 1 year, I'm not quite sure I understand your question. Product 2 worksheet, you have and height. Oh, multiple blanks. Okay, yes, multiple blanks. How to get rid of the multiple blanks? Yeah, the answer inside project number 2. If you go to project number 2, yeah, this is the way to remove the empty rows or empty columns, even though they are hidden. Yeah, this is the way. Okay. Yeah, this is using the keyboard. Using the using the mouse is this way. Mouse and keyboard. Project number 2. Just go to project number 2. Good question. Good question. So I'm very happy to spend 3 hours with all of you. And for those of you who are coming to the afternoon session, I look forward to meet you again. So with that, take care everyone and see you when I see you. Bye-bye.